Welcome home, one and all, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last week, we had an intense finale to the 5th class trial. For those of you who are not there, I'll give a quick recap, although for anybody who needs to know in the future, you can remind them that they can type Command Dangan Recap into the chat, and it will give them an automatic recap. But to go a little more in depth, we entered into the 5th class trial, during which we had an intense face-off with Kyoko, with both of us being determined to prove that we were not the murderers, as we were the only two possibilities based on the factors present. However, we got the chance for once in the game to actually both surrender to being the murderer or to saying that Kyoko was. And Kyoko accusing her led us to the bad ending where they just give up on trying to escape and all have babies with Aoi instead, and Toko's just dead, I guess. We don't really know what happened to her. And then when we actually continued the game by saying, alright, we're trusting Kyoko and letting ourselves be executed here, Alter Ego interfered with our execution, and it dropped us into a trash heap beneath the school, where we are currently residing, so we need to kind of go figure out how to get out of there. The truth is that we have no idea who killed this person that we tried in the class trial, which was Mukuro Ikusaba, the ultimate soldier. Don't know where she went, don't know what happened to her, don't know who killed her, but it seemed pretty obvious that Monokuma was framing either Kyoko or us, or both of us, for this murder for Lord only knows what reason. So, whatever that may be, we need to kind of get out of here before we do anything else. Before I greet everyone, I do want to give one more little disclaimer tonight, in that Jake is in a very weird, hyper-emotional headspace tonight, and so if something like makes me like burst into tears or something right tonight, there's nothing wrong. Like, I didn't have anything happen today. Like, you know when your body's just like, what if you just had all of the emotions all at once? Like, I want none of these today. Everything has been perfectly fine. I don't need any of these. So if, I don't know, if there's like a cute scene and I like burst into tears or something, just ignore me. There's nothing, there's literally everything's fine. But I didn't want any of you thinking you did anything wrong if I seem like I'm in a weird mood tonight, or if I'm like, get mellow or anything. Literally, it's not on you. It's not because of the game. Bodies are dumb and weird and stupid. So there you go. Anyway, let me greet anybody who is here tonight. Poofs Lazy, Infiniverse UW, Shapeshift Identity, Kim Meekster. Did I see anybody else on here? Sorry, there's a lot of y'all. We're talking a lot, so let me make sure. Okay, no. I don't see anybody else, but if anybody else is lurking around, then thank you for coming already, and I hope to see the rest of y'all who I know are like, I cannot miss a single week or I'll die. I hope y'all log on soon. But it is lovely to have all of your lovely presences here already. Let me see if you said anything specifically to me besides hi that I should actually pay attention to. I am sickly like a Dickensian orphan today. Coughs weekly, but I'd give up my last bowl of gruel to watch this stream. Well, first off, I'm sorry that you're feeling that awful. That sounds terrible, you poor thing. Please drink a lot of medicine, take a lot of medicine, however you're taking it, and get a lot of rest. Please don't make me force you into like staying up when you're tired. You're sick too, Shifter. What the heck? What is going on with everyone? Everybody, please take care of yourselves. Thank Uwu. Poofs, thank you for posting the Dangan recap and giving me the gist as well. I have an angry theory about what actually happened in this trial. Good. Well, I can't wait for you to probably go off about it at some point tonight. Thank you guys for understanding. I figured that's probably true. I will drink all the medicine. We will not ignore you. We should shine. Well, I do appreciate that too. It's not even ignore. It's just like put up with all the stupidness of my body. Anyway, let's hop in here. Press start. Oh crap. Which ones were we doing? No, class trial phase 11. I think it's the verdict. Yeah, this is the trash heap. There we go. Alright, let me take a drink. Alright, so I don't actually know what we have to do here. We're just gonna... Oh, I want to investigate the rocket over here. That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Okay, wait, hold on. So, the tank is confusing me? Did we have a tank in anything that we've seen thus far? I don't believe so. I don't, right? I'm trying to think through all the executions. We haven't seen any execution with a tank, right? I don't think so. Did we have one, does anybody remember where the rocket is from, though? I will give you a lot of bonus points if you do. I genuinely think my theory could be a wild borderline spoiler, especially if I'm right, so I'm gonna keep it. Okay, great. I'm all for that. That is perfectly fine. There's weird things in the trash here. Oh, absolutely. Shifter, I don't remember where the tank is. He clearly makes a point of pointing that out. Maybe it was in Mondo's? Maybe? In the background or something? It wasn't like nobody got shot. Yes, Rocket was in the opening sequence. You are correct. We saw in the opening sequence prologue, whatever it was, someone get tied up to a chair and get launched in this rocket and they come down as a corpse. So, I'm hoping they're not in there right now. We're apparently not making a note of that. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. Oh, Shifter! Now that, okay. This is Jake, like, I don't know if there is a reference or something I'm missing with this. That's a great theory, because Makoto Ikusaba was the ultimate soldier. So whatever her execution would have been if she had murdered someone, that absolutely could have been for it. I've heard Josh's theory, and it could very well be right, or at least a piece of it. Oh boy. Is it the one you sent me, Josh? I totally forgot to listen to it, but I will listen to your voice memos. I want to say, I mean, you can. You know I will only say, that's perfectly plausible, unless I'm like, oh no, you missed something, and that's literally not possible. Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Never mind, I know what this stuff is about. Wow, that's really... okay. Interesting. I guess I'm gonna just inspect the door out. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon... Take a nap? Oh, I decided to look around... Ew, for some food! It's the trash! Gross! Ugh. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I search for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud let me try that line again. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to bed. Take a nap. Yeah, okay, go to sleep. Thank goodness. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. Can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It's like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. Oh, it's more trash. I was like, what am I looking at here? I'm missing it. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Alright, before I do this, I have got to see whatever. I see the chat blowing by, which means Josh is going for it. Yes, it is that one. Okay, so here's my thing. Gross popcorn. If this entire murder was a setup by Monokuma because he's feeling backed into a corner as Kyoko said it was, which we are to believe. Yes, thank you, Poops, for the gummy bears we're going to need for this theory. There is no reason to believe the 16th student was actually murdered. And I got to thinking, Ultimate Soldier, fake nails. No, no, no. I was waiting for anyone to pick that point up. That doesn't track, but you know who did have fake nails? You all know who did? Junko, the first girl Monokuma murked. Oh, that Shifter, that was before you. You wouldn't have known Junko. She's been dead for ages, so her blood would dry up, hence the chicken blood. Monokuma would have the body, and the 16th student is still alive. Now that could absolutely be the case. I literally pointed out the fake nails to you guys so many times. I was like, somebody needs to pick up on that the Ultimate Soldier should not have fake nails. I will not say anything else to that theory beyond that, but the 16th student, or 16th student, the Ultimate Soldier having fake nails should have absolutely set some alarms off for people, and they just didn't pick up on it. I don't remember if I actually did specifically say that, and people didn't know what to do with it or what, but I mean, something's going on. Do the gummy bears look like Monokuma? Absolutely not. Not really, hope not. That makes way more sense and explains the chicken. It could. The fake nails felt planted regardless. Or they could have been planted, also that. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. It's Best Girl!
Awful.
Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She looks traumatized. She's like, She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
I love how the animators had to make that sprite just for that moment in this game. There's no other reason. They're like, what if Kyoko had trash on her? And that's it. That's the whole bit. That did all of that work. First, I have something for you. Please let it be food. Yeah! Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Whew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So, you still haven't given up, then? Of course not! After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. I was honestly more worried that about the missing chicken more than fake nails. That's honestly a valid thing to be preoccupied by. We knew the fake nails didn't make sense. Okay, good. I couldn't remember if we talked about that or not. Kyoko! I know, she's here. I love her so much. I'm so happy. I squealed when I first saw her. I was like, my girl is here! I love her so much. You mentioned the nails. We were also focused on the fact that Kyoko wouldn't have fake nails. Oh, that was it. Aren't we all worried about the chicken? We are. We're all extremely worried and I'm upset about it. I love the fact that they actually have her talking with ramen in her hair. I know! They're like, let's just make her deal with this. But Kyoko, why did you come to rescue me? Oh, come on, buddy. Put it together.
So...
To pay a debt. Or, no. To atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I thought she was going to finish that voice line. Nope. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive...
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Until recently, I had forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible! Amnesia? Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school. I couldn't even remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you? Have we had guesses as to what Kyoko's ultimate ability is yet, by the way? If you have theories, I would love to see them in chat, because I believe she's about to tell us, but I could be wrong. Sorry, y'all. I need to hydrate a lot tonight, by the way, because I am singing at church a lot on Thursday, so I gotta make sure my voice is good. Ultimate Detective, that seems to be the most logical one that, like, most people went with. Shifter. Oh, Ultimate Badass! So everyone has ultimate ability. Yeah, Shifter, you weren't here for the beginning, but this high school, everyone has an ultimate talent. Figured it had something to do with detective work and investigative skills. Did somebody say hydrate? I figured you would say that, which is fine, because I'm down for more drinks, to be honest. 1, 2, the 3, Wow, I'm already almost done this. Jeez, it's only 15 minutes.
However,
And it could also mean, somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and to the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind. One of us. Kyoko is the ultimate bear hunter, ultimate mastermind, or the ultimate 1 second time traveler. No, 1 minute time traveler, Hill, but very close. So Celeste was gambler, wild hair is 80% right. Oh, no, wild hair Yasuhiro is 30% right at predictions. Don't give him too much credit. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand.
We still have no explanation as to what Makoto's creepy dream was, though.
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Yeah, it's nothing. Why won't you tell her? It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just... I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, you're not far off. Byakuya is the ultimate Rishi title. Yeah, Byakuya is the ultimate affluent progeny, which is not a skill, it's just what he is. He's an heir. That's it. Aoi's the ultimate swimmer. Yeah, swimmer. Swimming pro. MC is lucky, right? Yes, we're ultimate lucky student. Is there anyone else? Oh, Toko's ultimate writing prodigy, and Jill is ultimate murderous fiend. Sakura's ultimate martial artist. You came in... Alter Ego, the person Alter Ego's based on was the ultimate programmer. No surprise. Hifumi, who Celeste murdered, was ultimate, fanfic writer, which wasn't true. He's a doujin, but they didn't translate it right. And Taka, the other person Celeste murdered, was ultimate moral compass. He was, if you know Japanese schools at all, he's the disciplinary committee. They just didn't translate it. Insert anime gasp. I'm going to have to alert because I'm finishing off my nephew's present. Oh, great! Kim, that's perfectly fine. I wish you luck with wrapping the present. Or making the present, whatever it is. Or he's the mastermind, which would be... it's not outside the realm of possibility. Slowly keeping up. No, you're good. You're doing well. I'm trying to help out when I can. I don't know why they just keep giving us random pauses in this combo. She's the only thing here to interact with. You said you had a reason for doing that all that investigating on your own. So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. There we go! Alright, y'all, let's see what happens. You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Yeah, as a surprise to literally no one, of course Kyoko is the ultimate detective. I remember when I was like, doing this for the first time and typing up all sorts of theories, I was like, she can't be the ultimate detective because that's too obvious. And then it happened and I messaged my friend. I was like, never mind. I should have gone with my gut. So, yeah, not surprised. Oh, you're making your nephew a Yoda. That's so cute. Good luck. You do a great job with crochet stuff. That was honestly the most expected twist. Yeah, it's not really a twist so much. I don't know. We called that a long time ago, to be honest. Yeah. The ultimate detective?
correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy. Now, we haven't said what her purpose here is, though. And I don't think anybody's talked about this. They slip in one obvious twist amongst 1,000. Oh, absolutely. 1,000%. There was someone I had to find here in the school. Who do y'all think she had to find here in the school? She understood corpses way too well. Oh, 1,000. Well, that's what they keep talking about is they're like, wow, Kyoko really likes dead bodies. So I was like, was she a mortician? She totally could have been that, but that would have been a weird one. She's looking for us. Totally possible. Probably to solve the original murders. Also possible. Or the ultimate soldier. She could be looking for that too. Yes. Hello, Zero. Yeah, we are here in chapters. Well, it's still chapter 5 technically, but we're past the class trial. So we're just about to get to chapter 6 officially. Hope you're having a great night. Kyoko's just about to reveal her. Well, she just revealed that she's the ultimate detective. Oh, yes, she's looking for all of us as the audience. You had to find someone? Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad? Is Hope's Peak's headmaster? And that explains when Alter Ego told us how we thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
I...
My memory hadn't come back at that point. But when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Yeah, which we tried to do and nobody would let us. And what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped onto the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found. I want to go there, Kyoko. Let's hurry go. Come on, can you take us there, please? But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukudo's profile and that key. That map showed that the second floor was a home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have had some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However...
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. Oops. I don't know if y'all can see, but the right click that I had to do that reaction opened up the actual right click menu. I was like, oh no, please go away. I don't want to close my game. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous. Alright, let's see how you guys felt about that twist. The real twist, yeah, agreed. That's what they did. They were saying, obviously everyone called the detective twist, so we'll show the real thing in here. It's like, oh, it does make sense, because, like, she talked about the headmaster a lot. She seemed to have some kind of connection with him and understand, but, like... Actually, what her connection was or why she believed that, we have no idea. It's Kyoko. She could just be making crap up. Cliche, but alright. Yeah, listen, there's some cliches they throw in, but a lot of the twists and stuff, you're like, yeah, it's not bad. Oh, this is the trash pit. Yep, that's it. Yeah, we just got saved by Alter Ego, which you are correct, it was the ultimate clutch. I like thinking of Alter Ego, like, their ultimate title being the ultimate clutch. If he was in his 30s, time skip, time skip. Totally could be. I mean, it wouldn't be weird for a 30-year-old to have a what are you, 14, 15? What are you when you first enter high school? 14, 15-year-old child? Right? Not really. You could be, yeah, no, that's perfectly reasonable, actually. Because if she's 14 or 15 or whatever it is, and you can have a child at like 20, you'd be 35. That's pretty standard. Depends when in the 30s you are. Well, I mean, yeah. Alex!
We know of a French baby. We shall call him Jacobo.
I don't want to name my child after me, no! But Alex, thank you so much for resubscribing. Welcome back to the party. You are officially reinstated as one of our heroes for 9 whole months, my friend. That is a long time. Thank you so much for your endless support. I super appreciate it. If you do not follow my friend, Dat One Guy Alex, please go follow him. He just did, if you're a K-pop fan, he did like a whole big K-pop unboxing last night. He plays lots of Valorant, Dead by Daylight, and Animal Crossing New Horizons, along with some other Nintendo games like Super Mario Odyssey. So if you like any of that stuff, please go check him out. But how are you doing today, buddy? I hope you're keeping well. If he's 30, he was 16. When he had her? Oh, did he say he was exactly 30? I think they said he's in his 30s, right? I mean, if he could have had her at 16, though. It's not, like, totally unheard of. All right, Kyoko, just keep talking to us.
However,
Of course, once I got to the... Okay. Oh, it's another one. I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Makoto Ikusaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you, either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the clash trial of Makoto Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
indeed,
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
correct.
That was the point of the clash trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. I mean, they seem to have interfered directly with the clash trial. You mean, because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. That is an interesting point, is that if the mastermind is the one that killed Mukuro, then, but they couldn't kill Kyoko just outright, how does that work? Why go through this? With minimum restriction. Minimum restrictions. You are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the clash trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There's a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim? Yo, I mean, there was a masked person in our room in the middle of the night who tried to stab us with a knife, yes.
indeed,
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... Yes, what other time would it have been, moron? During the night? I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. The ability naturally draws me into cases, just like this.
anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. And then Kyoko beat the crap out of him. I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
however,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the mass assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind, in an attempt to use the clash trial to eliminate me. So, all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right? I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the clash trial to try and kill- Oh, they literally talk about it, great.
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the clash trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. Whoever called this, by the way, during the last class trial, congratulations, you were correct. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair? That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then there,
Indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Alright, we are finally done with Chapter 5 and moving on to Chapter 6. Alright, let me see how you guys felt about all of that. I'm saying that as a baseline for math. Oh, yeah, no, totally. I mean, in this game, he certainly could have, considering how much it tries to sexualize teenagers. Speak the truth! Oh my gosh, you're not wrong. I hate how accurate that statement is. It's so bad. It's so bad. I hate it. Is Kyoko going to explain the whole thing where she called Makoto the ultimate despair? But yeah, no, she did. Look at that, Kim. Except nobody was killed. Yes, I've been wondering that too. Dramatic. False. Yeah? Well, time for me to be... Why are you being grumpy? Does that contradict your theory? Because Makoto... Oh, you said, but Makoto was alive. Except that she said that she's dead. Yes. I mean, she could be wrong. Oh, you're already at this point. Yes, Zane, how are you doing tonight, buddy? I hope you're doing well. But yes, we're right at the end game. Well, I mean, we're in the final chapter, I should say. We're not actually in, like, the final, last little part of the game. Unless Kyoko's wrong, yeah. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now...
Anyway,
Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story. Figuring out the rest of the story, there we go, can come after. Yeah, you're right. Can you please use your key on the door? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
And we should be able to use it on that door, right? Oh, I guess I just walk up to it. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right? Oh, yes, hey, no, I remember. I've been trying to keep my best track of who I remember knows the whole game and who does not. Obviously, like I said, you already know the no spoilers thing, you're fine. But, yeah, no, we're pretty dang close, bud. So I hope that you are, if you are just enjoying the replay of it, that you get hyped for the finale.
It's true.
Let's find out. I would really hope, Kyoko, you thought that through. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yes! It opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun. Ooh, which chapter's your fave? That's a great question. Everyone, I would love to hear your answers to that. Which of the chapters that you've seen thus far is your favorite? Ugh. Alright, before I get into what Makoto's saying here, let me think. I think... Oh, man. I don't know. I think I got most attached... oh, no, yes, I do. It's Chapter 2. With Genocide Jill, with Chihiro and Mondo, that is by far my favorite in this game. Taka's reaction, like, had me, like, crying. I think you don't know... You have enough of the crew that there's a lot of them still that I loved. Because at this point, you only have a couples, and I don't like a couple of them, so it's like, ugh. But I think that was my favorite. I loved the Genocide reveal. I predicted it, but seeing Genocide Jill is a totally different thing. I liked learning more about Byakuya and his background. I think it was just a really interesting, well-done one. And as someone who was really disappointed with how some of the later, like, deaths went, like, Taka's just, like, lying on the floor and there's some blood next to him. Same with Hifumi. The last person murdered was kind of the same, where there was just, like, a little blood on the coat. It felt a little underwhelming, whereas Chihiro's death, I was, like, hollowed by that. It was harrowing. Celeste Trial was pretty solid. Oh, Celeste Trial was fun. Did I ever tell you guys that Celeste was spoiled for me as the doer of that trial? So I knew the whole time. So that was kind of sad for me. So I think I would have figured it out based on the hints, but yeah. The trial was still fun regardless. Celeste's trial for me was not about figuring out that she did it, because she was so sus the whole time. It was figuring out how she did it, and I could not figure that out for the life of me. Look, just to be clear, I want Byakuya merch as much as the next guy. But if he's the mastermind, I'm going to be so mad. Chapter 1's pretty good, but Chapter 5 where Makoto almost got executed is really shocking. Oh, yeah. Him and Kyoko going off one another was, like, heartbreaking for me, because I shipped them really hard by that point. We haven't really done her free time events, but they're really cute in there, so we should probably try and befriend Kyoko if we have a chance. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. Oh, great, here we go. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Great! Love this shot. Hate it. Hate everything about it. Just why? The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said that you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? Oh, thank God. There we go. How long? Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. Apparently also as headmastering. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. I wonder if that really is true. Does anybody know? In Japanese culture, is that a thing? Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't even heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, oh, sorry, that's Kyoko. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride? So that explains everything about Kyoko. Before I came here, when I was looking up information about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Oh, look, there's a typo. Before I came here, when was looking up info? Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about. There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him, face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future, but he had no interest in detective work, clearly. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I just like to take a pause and say, this is the longest ladder in the world if they are still talking. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot... Oh, excuse me. He forgot about me years ago. But your family! To just cut him out like that!
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood and nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Okay.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. My mind is in the gutter. No, Shifter, it's meant to be because obviously the, what is that called? The angle of that image was meant to, which is like, again, teenagers, people, everybody keep it in your pants. Wait, what was that about Japanese culture? I was staring at pictures of how, if being a detective was ever considered a sacred duty by Japanese culture. Byakuya is part of the let's intentionally have the clash trial for everyone to get everyone killed group of the Danganronpa series. Yep! He's a fun one, let me tell you. Oh, thank you for the posture check, bud. I'll sit back a little bit. Kyoko's being a huge drama queen this episode. Yeah, but she hasn't done, she hasn't had any emotions the whole rest of the game, so she's got to make up for them now. And this is part of her showing her true self. Of course she's going to be emotional. They all are. They're all emotional. She's just the one that has not been thus far. Maybe he's been locked in the school and able to get out, too. It's possible. We've never found the headmaster. I enjoyed Chapter 5, but almost felt a little cheated. I feel like being able to call things in 5 stunk of a Byakuya murder. Your Byakuya theory was so good, and I'm so mad it wasn't true, actually. Awesome, too. I love the idea of 3 separate people who didn't do it confessing to the murder. That was a great twist. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. I mean, how many stories down are you people? Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Oh, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. I want to say right now, I would be shaking if this was me. And I know this sounds like weird at first, but like, hear me out. Your hands are sweaty and clammy from like, I don't know, like an hour of climbing on these thin, small, very tight, compact little ledges. After you haven't eaten anything but bread and some water in 2 days, maybe, if not more, on top of having the most like traumatic trial of your life in a school after you just got back from being sick. On top of that, this is a giant metal hatch that you have to hold onto the whatever it is, the bar things, push that open and slam it off to the other side. I would be terrified to fall backwards. Like that would be this is I can't even think about this scene too much. Oh my gosh, no. Way too nerve-wracking. Yeah, that would be pretty horrifying, right? Oh, what did you... Sorry, you said something close. I would say that being a detective is sacred, but wanting justice is more of it. Justice, integrity, and... Oops. Sorry, chat scrolled. Doing the right thing is very expected of people. That's why police officers and detectives are highly respected, because of what they do. Not sacred in any way, but yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense. If that was me, and I had to climb up that ladder, and then hold on with one hand to push up a heavy like a great... That's what I mean, Kim! That's where I'm like, I couldn't do it! Like, I would be like, I can't, Kyoko, you need to climb over me and do this. Oh my gosh. I would have fallen and died a long time ago, also that. Can we talk about the aliens? I forget the name. Trial. They got hit. Oh, Sakura! I was like, the who? Oh, ogre. I was like, the alien? 2 glass bottles and they didn't die. Because they have 80 billion muscles all over their body. Go back into a place where they think you're dead, or once you're dead for sure. Yeah, also that. I'd bang on the grate and pray one of the other students heard and opened it. Yeah, but the alternative is Monokuma opening it for you, which is decidedly the scarier option. Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. Me neither. It was very convenient for that scene. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Oak Peak. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. I also wouldn't have been in there without you, so, you know. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Yeah, call it what you want. Yeah, there are cameras in here. There's one right there. Ooh, what is this? Let's exit. You guys should talk with Kyoko. Yeah, like, can you leave? Will Monokuma just try and kill you? So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out. And I'm worried about you, too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying, rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? They definitely already saw you, bud. Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before, but what does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makoto's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little... No, I'm super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Are you going to play Danganronpa 2 and V3? I have openly said I am going to do 2. I actually made the graphics for 2 already directly after I do this one. After I finish, like, we might take, like, maybe a week off or something. Like, I might, like, do some achievement hunting. We might do, like, a... One of the things I would really love to do is do, like, a recap and a predictions video for the next one. With, like, everybody... Or a prediction... Not video, sorry. Like, I don't know, a stream, like, show everybody the characters and decide, like, everybody voting on, are they gonna survive, are they gonna kill someone, or are they gonna get killed? Do some reflecting, like, get meals, all eat together, like, something fun like that, while I might just do some, like, grinding for achievements, and doing some free time events on this, because it'll help flesh out their stuff. But absolutely, Danganronpa 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. V3, I'm not sure yet, for a lot of reasons. My Steam version is messed up, and it glitches all of the time, combined with streaming might be a mess, so I don't know. I also have a lot of mixed feelings about V3, so I'm not sure. Not just go to the second floor dorms. They could, but Monokuma's still definitely going to see them before they get there. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, let's leave. Hi, Tia and I were at dinner with friends. She's still out and I have to go to bed soon, but I want to stop by. Oh, Bria, hello, my friend. It's so good to see you. Well, how was dinner? I hope it was fun, at least. Where am I going? The gym, right? We just escaped from the trash pit. We found out that Kyoko is not only the, she remembered her ultimate, ability, which is that she is the ultimate detective, but she is also the daughter of the headmaster of Hope Speak Academy, so. Oh, and we believe that ultimate despair is not a person, but a group of people. Oh yes, no, we've been trying to figure out the mastermind for a while, Zane. I mean, obviously I know and you know, but...
Well now.
Oh boy, alright, I'm taking a sip before I have to talk about freaking Monokuma, or talk like freaking Monokuma. Yay! I need to hear him to get it back. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again! And this time I won't leave anything to chance! Kyoko! Do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However...
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you said of this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter Ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukoto. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. Wow, she is just going for the jugular right now. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto? And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't.
Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is ever only one absolute truth.
Now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love to inspire.
however,
Here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck? And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. There we go, that's my girl. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat.
Ah!
If you want to earn our despair fair and
that's
square,
what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of
It's
yours?
true.
To do Mukoto's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this will be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukoto's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? I'd like to point out, Josh, that this means that it technically doesn't discount Byakuya from being truly the one who did kill Mukoto, because we're just doing Mukoto's trial over again. They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting. Barrett!
Very interesting indeed!
Very.
What's wrong?
Oh, that wasn't his voice. Very sorry.
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys! If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself.
Let's have one final grisly showdown!
He agreed? Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
Guys?
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries. Oh, did I just get a notification? Purple Penguin 199, thank you for the follow. Welcome home, welcome to the homies. I'm so sorry if I have missed any other notifications. No, I did not. Okay, good. Let me just check real quick. Hope you've been enjoying the stream. If you are a fan of Monokuma, of Monokuma, sorry. A fan of Danganronpa and you have seen this game before, please do not spoil anything. We are only up to chapter 6, so this is the end game. Do not want to get anybody spoiled for anything. I have played this game before, so we can always talk offline about it, but on stream, I play it with my community, most of whom have not seen it.
I can barely contain myself!
Then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you!
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good, then let's bear it all. If you claw your way to the truth of Mukoto's death and solve the mysteries of this school, then you win. But if you can't do all that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukoto is no exception to that. Huh? Mukoto's trial is no exception, then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukoto... It's a very polarizing approach. Polar bears, really? I know, but... Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd you go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking! I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you?
Wow, there's a lot of mood swings. Why so mad?
Ugh.
He seems emotionally unstable.
Leave me alone! Get out of here!
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? Don't let him change his mind.
I don't even care anymore. We're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Oh no, that didn't work. Let me try it again. Nope, I can't climb like that in my range. Ugh, ow. That hurts. Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Woo! Yeah, okay, great. Monokuma's just losing it. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Yeah, no kidding. Let me catch back up with the chat, everybody. Dinner was good. Great. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, Zane, okay, well, listen, have a great night. I hope to talk to you again soon. What'd you miss, Makoto? Okay, so, essentially, we were in the trash pit, yes. Kyoko stuffed herself in the trash. It got, you know, launched into the trash pit, and she had that key that could open any door to it, so we just left. She talked to us for a while about her whole life. She comes from a long line of detectives, and it was, like, sacred to them. Her dad left her and came here to run Hope's Peak because he did not want to be a detective. And Makoto's like, oh boy, now you can reconnect with him. And Kyoko's like, absolutely not. I want nothing to do with him. All I want to tell him is that I want nothing to do with him for the rest of my life. So, whether that's true or not, who knows, but it seems to be the case. I love how she plays MC's blind loyalty and... Oh, Kyoko plays him like a freaking fiddle. She knows how to work him. I like this idea. True, but it also doesn't invalidate my other theory. Also true. The bear jokes. Make it stop. Let me punch Monokuma to make it stop. Can we just, like, punch Monokuma? I'm going to be the one exploded to sacrifice to punch Monokuma. Koalas aren't even bears. I mean, they're called koala bears, but I guess they're not actually technically. So, was someone not dead? Because I'm pretty sure I counted 16, including Mukoto. I stand by Monokuma faking that, counting Junko's murder as the trial. It's cheating, but I gotta believe that that body at least was Junko. Heyo! Oh, Tia, sorry, I was like, why is Bria saying hello again? Because you're in the same color for me. It is good to see you, my friend. I heard you that your dinner was fantastic. I hope that you enjoyed it as well. We got a whole bunch going on, so if you need a recap, let us know. And if you do, can you provide it for Tia? And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but... we need to go tell everybody we're alive. Somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's stead. It was good, just stopping in. Oh, okay, please. First off, nobody in chat spoil anything about Spider-Man movie. Please, 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 I'm begging you. There have been so many things going around Twitter already, and I'm like, it has been out for 2 days. It makes me so angry, because I am not, in a place health-wise where I feel it's probably safe for me to go, to movie theaters right now. So I have to wait until it's on Disney Plus, which I have, which is great. That's how I've been watching most movies. But I'm dying to see it. My dad and I are huge Spider-Man fans, and I'm like, please, everyone, stop spoiling it. But obviously, you're not Bria. Bria, have a blast. I hope that it is so much fun. I hope that you enjoy it. Mucho, 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 my friend. Tell me how you like it, even if you can't, tell me anything about it beyond that. But I hope you have a blast. I've heard rave reviews, so. Bria, long time to talk. I know. I wonder if Kyoko convinced the others that Makoto was innocent. Monokuma framed it all. I think she did a good job of that during the trial. Nobody spoiled the Spider-Man movie for Makoto. They don't have Disney Plus and Hope's Peak. Also that. We're going on a journey through Kyoko's lore. That is the dang truth. Also, we're having really good bonding time. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the Mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
Because...
It's all because of that one moment that the Mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So, when was it that the Mastermind let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the Mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet somehow, the Mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason.
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
It would seem...
The Mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So the Mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey.
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the Mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous!
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you. And yet, that same motivation is what led to the Mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The Mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the Mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least...
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the Mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of the regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all of their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the Mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the Mastermind had to accept your suggestion. Oops, that was Makoto.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words...
It would only do the Mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations.
But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge. Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue. Yet, you're not the most genre-savvy person here, Makoto.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. Alright, Celeste. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. Ugh, how pathetic.
However...
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
Correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. Yeah, you think? True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Huh?
Anyway,
right now we have to go find the others.
Shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Whew! They have had a lot of Kyoko talking tonight. And my voice is very happy that it's not Makoto, because that hurts it. But, man, she is just... This is the most talkative we have ever seen Kyoko. This is just Japanese high school Once on This Island. I don't remember the plot of Once on This Island all that much. I only saw it once. But I was utterly enthralled with it. I've got to watch that again. She said they're in the dorms? Oh, wait. The second floor dorms? Or the first floor dorms? This gate is still locked. Okay. Wait, do I click? No? Maybe, I would assume the dining hall, right? Is this what she's talking about? Just by, like, it's the dorm area? Ah, there we go. Makoto plus Kyoko equals Kyokoto? I always say Makyoko, but I don't know what the actual shipping name is for them. Whatever it is, I ship it. It's like, Bo, Kyoko. That also sounds like Foster for Imaginary Friends, Coco. To Moon proving that love is more powerful than... Oh, yeah, you're right. And suddenly, we were greeted with... Not you! You're not who I'm trying to say. Oh! You again. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Jeez, what the heck?
However...
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Oh, that was a noise.
Is that Makoto?
Oh, look how happy they all are! Even Byakuya seems relieved.
You guys!
Even Toko seems happy.
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Leave the bitch alone, Yasuhiro. Nobody has laughed at this joke the entire time. Kyoto. Oh, that's a good one. But that's a place. Isn't that a place in Japan? Same. Monokuma. Me too. A cat walked across his keyboard controls. I love that theory. Someone's in the Monokuma room. Absolutely could be Josh. Me when I see someone cute. These are the best answers. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up. Go hug them, you moron.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away, Shoo! Shoo! You have no room to talk, Toko. And in a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
I just like that because it implies that Monokuma has a cat. Right? I love that too, Purple Penguin. No, bears. I'm trying to think. I feel like I could see that. I feel like whoever's controlling them,
You're probably gonna get bored, especially if you can't let anybody know who you are. I feel like an animal companion's perfectly fine. You are also kind of the animal companion though, so who knows? Nobody with a cat could be an ultimate despair. Buddy, every arch villain ever has a cat. It's like the cat sitting on the lap and they're like, come on, I mean, really? Alright, ultimate question. What kind of cat would Monokuma have? Oh, I don't know cats well enough. I'm so sorry. I know, like, tabbies and black cats. That's about all I got. There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened to Monokuma. Please, just cut. Please just do a fade to black.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what?
But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. Please just skip it. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukudo's trial. Nope, we're gonna just play it out.
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right?
No, you moron!
No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course it's not me or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makoto?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop. Oh, that's a typo. Did what he had to stop. Did what he had to stop it. Never mind.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you
You
say?
spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. It's just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules?
They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here.
For anyone who doesn't understand, you could ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind?
But there's more to it than that, correct?
Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone? Hey, who said you could agree to those two terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with my master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries?
It's a pretty tall freaking order.
Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries.
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone.
You can't agree. Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Yeah, except it has to be one of you that's the mastermind, because there's only 16 people in this freaking school that Monokuma just confirmed, and he swore he wasn't lying.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
Hint?
He's a very polarizing person. This killing game began with 16 students, all of them high school students, and the only one staying inside. Yeah, we know.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh? But why?
So, in other words...
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised a scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro when you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
That's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind's one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious.
Wait, we can't say that for sure yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us. It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so that they must be a high schooler, excuse me. You can't say it's not possible.
But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Then maybe Monokuma was an autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand.
In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation.
Well, maybe, but still.
No, Monokuma has absolutely had very specific, unique interactions with all of us. There are some pre-recorded, like we've realized the morning and night announcements are pre-recorded.
This is a school announcement.
This one I think is
You've
original.
all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered
Ha!
true ending mode.
Oh, I love that.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Totally forgot about that.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Sweet.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Sound like the freaking Wicked Witch. Get out of here. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the
That's
rooms.
fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master! He didn't take me with him!
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee! You're totally useless! So, bye! With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right.
Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna totally use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity.
Sure you will.
Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall.
I'm sorry this scene is so long, everyone. I promise I will catch up in chat in a second.
Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto! That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Indeed. Okay, before I go any further with this, I have to catch up on chat. So sorry, y'all. Nobody with a cat. No, so oh, then what kind of cat would Monokuma have? The hairless one. Yeah, no, absolutely a Sphinx cat. Or a cat that's like half white, half black like him. True friendship there. So happy and excited to see them, only to immediately switch to insulting. Oh, that is absolutely best friend vibes. You put really ugly clothes on it. Oh, I hate that. Like a Himalayan, but half of it's been shaved. Oh, that's so much worse. Ugh. Monokuma's awful reasoning for owning a Sphinx would be that he likes the sound it makes when you give it butt pats. Ugh. I've had enough of Toko. I want Jill back. I know! Where's Jill been? I'm gonna be so mad if Mastermind is any of them, to be honest, especially Byakuya. If Hiro's the Mastermind, I quit. But he's the only one other than Kyoko that makes sense. I stand by my theory. I'm now of the opinion that someone is not actually dead. Twisted is the soldier, not actually dead, I like. Mukuro could still be alive, but can I throw out a crazy theory? Of course you can! Hi, Jake. Oh, Red, hello, my friend. How are you doing? It's now that two of my mods are here, I'm gonna just throw a little mods, please go follow both of the mods that are here right now and my other mods, Linifred and Writing by Rain as well. Scribe Red is a writer on Tumblr, and Poofs is another fellow streamer here on Twitch, even though she's taking a bit of a hiatus right now. Time for me to go to Spider-Man. Oh, Tia, enjoy it. I'm sure you're long gone by now, but have a wonderful time, my friend. Thank you for popping in. Or Monokuma is AI like laptop friend. Absolutely possible. Junko is an oddball out in that Monokuma killed her and there was no trial for her. Sure, she was dead in the room, but is there any possibility that was just a ploy set up by Junko and Monokuma to allow her to hide as the mastermind without anyone suspecting her? It would be possible. I'm going to throw a wrench in your theory. We inspected that body, and they did say that there was no pulse. I can't remember, I almost said Monokuma. No, Makoto said something like, I inspected it in the beginning, and it was like, we checked your pulse, and there was no... That was Yasuhiro's voice. We checked your pulse, and there was no life there. I can't remember what it was. It's like, it was so full of life, and now there's no pulse. It was something like that, but no, that body was very much dead. Jake, you do his voice so well. Oh, Shifter, I don't know who you're talking about. Monokuma? Byakuya? Makoto? Anyway, I thank you. I appreciate that. Kim, that's absolutely a thought I've had in Hill as well. Because we got a Mukuro trial, even if it was faked, with the assumption of the mastermind killing. That is a very good point about that. Technically, he would have killed these people, but what happened here? But one of them didn't get a trial, something's weird. It's a really bad theory, but Junko's death has been bugging me because it's the oddball death. I had written it off because we got to examine her dead body, but if it was faked, then absolutely. I want to look at all the regulations again to be sure, see if I find a loophole. Oh, we can look at the regulations, absolutely. Oh, hi Mama, by the way. Thank you for popping in. Yes, Yasuhiro does give me big dumb eyes, but like, Emmett's a himbo, and Yasuhiro doesn't respect women. So I don't feel like they're necessarily the same. But definitely the vibes. I stand by Monokuma using her dead body to fake a trial when he couldn't kill Makoto and the ultimate soldier still alive is the mastermind. No, a shout out, yes, of course. Hope you're well. Yes, thank you all for saying hello to my mama. Alright, I can't remember that far back. I'm not against my crazy theory. Oh, no, absolutely. I'm not saying that there's not something weird about that death, because you're right. In light of all the other deaths, it is weird, and because they're bringing it back up, there could be something weird about it. But, like, that specific thing, like, we touched the corpse. It was a corpse. It was not still alive. Monokuma, but yeah, you're good at voices. Oh, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I love doing Monokumas. I haven't been able to for weeks. I haven't got my voice back in time, and I didn't sing on Sunday, so I was able to. There are poisons and flowers that can stall the heart to appear dead for a time. Very possible, Poos. That is perfectly valid, and someone like the Ultimate Despair would know them. Red, how's Jake been today? Jake's been hyper emotional today, and not necessarily in a great way, to be honest. Today has been great. I got to go, for those of you who don't know, I serve with a non-profit organization that gives food to all sorts of different people, and today was our Christmas run, so we got to give, like, a crap ton of food to, like, a bunch of people today. It went so fast. Like, we had to start almost an hour early because of how long the line was. It was out to the street and was going to cause the traffic back up. And people just never stopped coming until we were done, and even after that. And I think we were done in half an hour, and it was like, I mean, meals for, I think that fed 135 times 4, like 600 people or something. Like, it was a lot of food prepared, so I love doing that stuff, but I was just emotionally exhausted today, so I apologize to everyone at the beginning of the stream. I was like, if something really cute or sad or something weird happens tonight and I just burst into tears, it's not you, it's me. But this is helping, to be honest. Is that true? I thought it was just a murder plan. No, I think that there are things that can stop your heartbeat. Oh yes, thank you for wishing her hello. So. Yeah, that is a long Alright, I'm taking more water before we talk to Kyoko again. I am a lot of excited. I just read Red's comment at the same time I started talking, sorry. I am very excited to explore all of the unlocked rooms in this school, because we've had quite a few, especially on the 4th floor, I want to say. We have, I know, the bio lab on the 5th floor, but I think there was like 3 in the 4th floor we couldn't. Is Kyoko going to come with us? So, you're going to go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However...
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we still can't work together.
So...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then...
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? so we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth, by any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. Still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together! Woo! Investigation begin! Love this. Guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Makoto Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? Guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. You think? Headmaster's biolab and a back room in the data center. Oh yeah! I forgot about that one. Second floor dorms, yeah, obviously. After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Garden and the dojo. Alright. Places to check has been added. Oh, that's really helpful. I appreciate that. Ooh. I know a lot of things about murder because true crime is rad. You and my mom would make such good friends, Bruce. There's all kinds of crazy plants and poisons. I remember a crime where the poison was awake and aware, but the poison completely paralyzed them until they eventually suffocated them. Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah, no, that's terrifying. I hate whatever that is. I'm speedrunning a bowl of rice and scrambled eggs before I make gingerbread, but I wanted to say hi and wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Brad, thank you so much. I pray that your gingerbread making goes well. Are you baking it or like making a gingerbread house? What are you doing? I just took 800 milligrams ibuprofen and it hasn't even touched this insane headache. Oh my gosh. Shifter, I am so sorry. Please don't need to stay. You don't need to stay up if you can't. Like, if you want to go to bed, just go to bed. This won't be on bod. May I have some rice? Yes, please be sharing. Second floor dorm. Second floor dorms. Wait, hey. Other wounds, at least several days old. It's Alpha! Oh no, gingerbread cookie. Oh, I thought you were saying that. Oh no, gingerbread cookies, soft rolled and oh, that sounds beautiful. The chef that, like, that does, like, all the non-profit stuff, she made little things of, we gave bread pudding away today, and she made bread pudding for all the people that were serving today, so I've got some in the freezer, or fridge, and I'm so excited to eat it later. I love bread pudding. I don't know where I'm going right now. I want to leave those second floor dorms for last, because Kyoko was like, hey, they sound like they're gonna make everything so much awfuler. Oh my gosh. Alright. No, that's not what I need. Wait, is it? Crap, I don't remember where I'm going. I should. There's the data center. Oh, I can just do this. Go to the map. Is there anything here? No. Data center, here we go. This is where I want to go. There we go. I bit my tongue eating gummy bears, now I'm bleeding. No! Oh no, Poops, I'm so sorry. That's awful. I didn't realize you had actual gummy bears. I thought you were just making a joke. Hi, Makoto. Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about the Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? No, I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean...
So it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So, you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. I mean, Toko got exploded and she was fine. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay. Right? Alright, here goes nothing. He wouldn't kill you now. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than expected. Y'all ready for this? It looks like we're inside of like a Star Wars, like, gunnery turret. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Yeah, there's a lot going on in here. I want to talk to Aoi again.
What the heck?
I mean, every part of this school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but
Just a second.
this place is like #1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. I don't know what to inspect first in here. I know, the paws are so cute. I love it. I hate it and love it at the same time. Right, so someone needs to be controlling Monokuma, which we all do. Exactly. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. Oh my gosh! Wait! Look at the arms on the chair! They're white and black paws! I can't. It's really over the top though. Like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Exactly. Even would probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. What could that mean?
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. No, Owie! Hold on, you can't just, or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. Just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. What happened to being useful? Okay, bye, Owie. Plot twist, Monokuma is actually 3 sentient gummy bears in a robot bear suit. We don't know that's not the case. Just 3 gummy bears? Okay, fine. 1 of each color. Okay, you know, that's a more plausible theory. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? I mean, obviously, it just makes us summon them, right? Hey! Oh. Rag! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina? What? Aw, man, busted! How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button! No! Whatever you do, don't push it!
Too bad.
Aw, man! Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Yeah, no freaking duh. Thanks a lot. Owie, thanks for trying to get us killed. You're like, I don't want to blow up, so I'll blow you up. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. What do you mean? What you were controlling just now? It was Monokuma. Monokuma? For real? Yep, looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... I don't know, it's one of those where there are 16 students in this school. And the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Alright, great, we got the control. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. No, it's nothing. It's not nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay?
I mean,
Well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. No! No! Look at the hatch! What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Oh my god, you morons! Oh, fine. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door! It just locked on its own! What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why? Of course it's locked! Because the data center is now restricted! Monokuma?
just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit! Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around! Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving! Then, that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are!
Um,
So, right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
you're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, huh?
Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Hillary, yeah, they were hiding in that hatch. You freaking thing! Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way! The hatch on the floor? Too bad! That was your one big chance and you blew it! You morons! Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Oh, never mind. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Huh? Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you've got me all motivated again. Okay, I'm out. See you later. Yuna took off at his full sprint. I have to do what I can, too. That's the only way forward. I mean, in all fairness, if I had a chance to explode a Monokuma without dying myself... Oh, no, that's true. I want to push the button. That's fair. Just not next to Makoto. Which is why Monokuma was shut down for so long, because he was doing murders or faking them. Did they really think that the mastermind wouldn't have a safety bunker? I know, Poofs. Agreed. Yeah, hey, y'all, remember when Monokuma showed up to every living student in the data, except Kyoko, who he was talking to moments ago in the data center? Unless my other theory, there are two masterminds. When they commented, he seems different all of a sudden, it could be because Monokuma's controller could change. Absolutely viable. May also explain that one joke where there were two Monokumas. Wait, what was that? I can't remember when that was. Oh, I can't even remember. I'm sure it happened, I just don't remember it. I'm gonna swap to my other mug for the night, excuse me. Yeah, it was completely empty. In the elevator one time. Oh, geez, I don't even remember. My tongue has stopped bleeding. Eats more gummy bears. Please be careful this time. I feel that it has to be either two people or someone we haven't seen in a while, because Monokuma has appeared in front of everyone before. Yeah, see, that is the biggest confirmation. People being in the elevator and trial Monokuma talking. Seems to be the case. Oh, that's right. I was going in here and forgot. We haven't seen this yet. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Oh, Makoto. It's you. Oh, Byakuya. I don't want to talk to you because last time I talked to somebody first, it ruined everything. Is that another gold katana? What is up with this place? There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. I want to see this book.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto. Are you ignoring me? Oh my gosh.
Such ignorance.
Are you thinking I'll forgive that just because you're you? What does that mean, Byakuya? Are we special to you, Byakuya? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? I would, until you interrupted me. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. Oh my gosh, you just wanted to be the one to show us you... Ugh, I can't. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78, student registry? It contains profiles for all of us, and Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently, class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. She told us she did. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope Speak Academy, just like the rest of us. Was anyone concerned about that that's watching? I wasn't really thinking that wasn't gonna happen. Byakuya wants Makoto to be... Yes! Oh my gosh. Mukuro Ikosaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Miyaki as I skimmed through the report. Oh, is this the first time we've seen Mukuro? Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all of this. I need to push forward my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Why would you allow her into your school? Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all, but if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair? I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. Well, what is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our Class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl... Her name is next to her picture. Also, anybody else think she looks like a Code Lyoko character? I mean, like, straight up, she walked out of Code Lyoko and into Hope's Peak Academy. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. 97 pounds?! What kind of... What? Good lord. Even the vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is, maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Yeah, welcome back. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What did you say? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. Hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't. Do as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Interesting. Fascinating. Bye. I'm stepping away from the chat before I explode this laptop. Oh my gosh. University UW has stepped away to take a lap. She does. Odd to put on... Oh, duh, put on a wig. Oh, well, I mean, she absolutely could have put on a wig. Or and changed anything else. I mean, she could have put on makeup. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Someone finally catching on to Josh's theory. 97 pounds of pure muscle and murder skills, apparently. Josh, who is screaming loudly in my background here. Mukuro is a tiny ball of death, and I'm all for it. I feel like they just went, I don't know, what's a 14-year-old girl weigh? Like 97 pounds? And every 14-year-old girl is like from literally... Oh, I'm from Code Lyoko! Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. Yes, you're not wrong. Odd put on a wig. Oh my gosh. You're... I had canon accepted. Alright, hold on. We finally get to see why this door says raw, which makes me very uncomfortable. Nobody's in here? Yasuhiro, where the heck are you? Well, here I am in the bio lab. It's so cold!
It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Tarps, interesting. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Yeah, no freaking kidding. Oh, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Oh, whatever. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side... What am I missing here? Is there a difference between these? I've clicked on everything in this room. Oh, no, I didn't do the ones that aren't lit. There's some kind of weird machine or something. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does this mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. They made clones, didn't they? We don't know if they have it. We know there is sci-fi tech in this world now. That is not outside the realm of possibility. Also, they made a point to make this soldier extremely tiny. Yeah, they did. Because they were keeping Junko's dead body in here. Raw as in raw flesh? Is this a morgue? Called it! You literally said it as I read it. That was amazing. You better have Kyoko look at all the bodies in here. Oh, that is a good idea. Am I checking the other ones now? What am I supposed to be doing? Just a kind of weird machine. It's on the left side. There we go. The right-hand lights are off. Which means what, moron? Oh my gosh, I'm not trying to click on that. I know! Click on the table. Some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anybody can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. That sounds horrifying. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is a stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot? It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... Yeah, gross. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Okay, great. Wow, I really thought he was gonna look at them. I guess not. Wait, there are 9 lights lit for all the people that have died. Yep. Even if they're classmates that they've already looked at, things could be missing. Also true. And enough for all of them. Josh is screaming so hard! Oh my gosh. I guess we'll just go into these because we're already up here. Toko, what? Are you even going to be helpful? Oh, Toko, so this is where you are.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give me back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I am going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless and good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. Not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there's any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Really? Is that the whole... Really? Why did they make me come back here? That's so dumb. Monaco turned into Butternose. Does he even have a body? Oh! That's a good question. We don't know the answer to that. Unless they didn't actually pull the cord switch. Well, that also could be true. It could have just been done, like, to make it seem like that. Huh? It's gone. Mukuno's body. It's not here?
What am I supposed to be investigating here? Am I investigating the chickens? There's still just the 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. The shed? I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even remotely, related to the case. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? Corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. Alright, let's check it. I don't remember what he's actually getting at here. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp at one corner of the tarp. It says, Biolab? Then this originally came from the biolab? I mean, I don't know if that helps us, but sure. Imagine the fun, question mark, of opening the drawer just seeing a tub of butter. I mean, it's better than seeing an actual dead body. It would be so much worse. I feel like he kind of owes it to, like, at least, like, Sayaka or something to just look and make sure she's in there. It's funny to remember that it's Mondo butter. Yeah, it's my friend. Also, I definitely would not want to see some of the corpses at all. Ugh. Or, I mean, I don't want to see any of them, but definitely not that. Do I need to inspect these again? Nope. Cool, we're gonna check these. There's some kind of weird machine. On the left side, there's a bunch of glowing lights. Only some lights are on. One's to the left. Right, lights are off. Really? It didn't... Oh, there we go. Since Makoto's body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this thing. Oh my gosh, check the manual! Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Yeah, we know. Wait! Is it really gonna be like... Are you a moron? Oh my gosh, he's so dumb! You have the instruction manual right there, and you still were like, I don't know how to open a fridge. I can't. You have to be pretty bad. Yeah, no, his was one of the ones I was thinking of, like, no thank you. Where else? Second floor dorms, I know. Is there anywhere else we need to go? No, it doesn't look like it. I think that was actually on the first floor. Right over... Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Crap. Here, maybe? I don't remember. Maybe we need Kyoko. Yeah, that might be it. It might be the game just, like, forcing us to go with her. What if Monokuma had put the smashed laptop fragments in the morgue? Oh my gosh, I would die. My favorite part of stream is Jake's absolute hatred of certain characters. Wait, which one specifically? Was it freaking Yasuhiro? I wasn't talking about Yasuhiro. He's pretty much the only one I hate. Or just him being dumb. Oh, just me being dumb about Makoto? I love Makoto, but, like, I can't. Well, Jake, if you'd open the fridge, you see that Junko's body was exploded and have the truth revealed. Oh my gosh. This is the second floor of the dorms? Looks like some ancient ruins. No, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Look at all this. There's dried blood? Horrifying. The crap happened in here. Can I go in here? After all, it's not like it's obvious that the tarp-marked biolab was used to drag Junko's body back to the plant place. Oh my gosh. This is bad. Opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. Wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Is there anything in here I actually need to inspect? The bed? The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. Great, thanks for the mono coin. That's what I need. Josh has finished his lap and returned, and no calmer than he was before. I don't know why I could go in there. There wasn't anything to see. Maybe just to show you that they're all the same. I don't really want to go into the girls' bathroom or the other bathroom. What is that? What? Why? Who? Okay. I don't understand. Alright, well, there's lockers at least. This room's filled with lockers. Must have been for the Hope Peak students who came before us. The class before us must have used these lockers. Right, can we inspect any of them? It's a giraffe! I just heard it in Patrick's voice. Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Is there one that I need to? Wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, it's locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. Must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Great. Anything over here? Anything else? Oh wow, there's like a lot of lockers. So can I inspect all of them? Really? I don't want to inspect every single one. Can I just leave? Or are you gonna make me? Okay. I will be calm about 14 seconds after everyone figures out that the body was Zuko and not a moment sooner. Oh, I can't blame you. Oh, that's just a hole in the wall. Never mind. Literally. Oh. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Oh, okay, great. I love the giraffe in a locker. It makes me feel happy. It makes me scared that a giraffe is actually going to pop out of a locker. Any animal besides a bear in this school makes me happy. That's valid. We stand giraffe. My favorite Danganronpa character. There's a PC on the desk. Must have belonged to the I thought that said it must have belonged to the hamster. And I was like, the what? Headmaster, excuse me.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on them?
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
That's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best you could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. Oh my gosh! Coming for the jugular! But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. Oh, great. Is there a hidden door in this room? What makes you say that? Is it the very clear outline of a door in this otherwise normal wall? Oh my gosh. Draft for Mastermind 2021. Honestly, I mean, I'm down for it. Drag him, Kyoko. Kyoko, ultimate jugular stabber. Abso-freaking-lutely she is. I don't know. What else am I supposed to do here? Oh. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is this some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
Oh no, Kim, I wasn't making fun of you. I was making fun of the game and the fact that Kyoko's just like not paying attention to it. Jake over here sounded like Josh about this hidden door. I mean, can you help it? Like, they didn't even try and hide it. There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. Really? Then why haven't you? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. I mean, what else? Symbols? Can't really go from there. You're right. That's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. Oh no. Oh no, I have a feeling I know. I have a feeling I remember what it is, but I actually don't remember. I think I just have a feeling what it would be. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. That's what I think. It's like her name or her birthday or something. Like, it's either her name or her birthday, and she's like, it'll never be that. Because she's like, he definitely forgot about me. And I was like, you don't forget the fact that you gave birth. There's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Please let me guess. No way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Like, even Makoto had. Come on, honey. Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password? Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her.
Do you mind if I try it? You know, just to be sure.
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
She is definitely not happy about us doing this. Password is her name. Oh, no. First thought was her name. It's a trope for a reason. Oh, absolutely. He forgot me years ago. Uses Dave to guard the secret room. It's like, it couldn't be more obvious. Like, come on, people. Oh, Frozen, hi. I hope your stream's going well, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Alright. Let's go to this PC and enter it in ourselves. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying it. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. Why did I struggle with that line? But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. Now I'm gonna do it out of spite. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Beep! Grrr. What is grrr? That's an interesting noise. What? That did it? Kyoko! It worked!
why?
Oh boy, she is not happy about this. Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. We're doing great, Frozen. We have been deep into this mystery, so we are getting to the end game, and there are so many theories being thrown out right now. I love it. Like, tossed out, not like getting rid of, like just being used and proposed right now. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? I want y'all to call it right now. What is in this box? This hideously unmatching box. Why is there gold, pink, red, green, and blue on this box? Way too many colors, none of them go together. Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Do I have to actually pay attention to the box? A puppy is in the box. Oh my gosh, I hope not. The poor thing's dead. There's a brightly colored box here. Seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I guess. Gloves, absolutely possible, because we know that Kyoko's gloves were handmade for her. And if that's the case, it could be like a Kirigiri thing. A mask. Oh, sorry. Oh, as I choke on my water. A mask, absolutely could be it. I'm trying to think what else would make sense for Kyoko. I know what's in here, but still. His severed head! Great! Should we open it? I'm kind of getting a bad vibe from it. It's Junko! Junko's in the box! I love that that's the meme now. It's a Monokuma, that would be the worst option. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Is that small child Kyoko? I know, I want to look at that picture so bad, but the game's definitely not gonna let me yet. We'll get to it, don't worry. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside, and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Yeah, Josh, you were really not wrong. It is his severed head, but also his other body parts too. Just in bone form. It's something in a press box. It's supposed to be a surprise. I mean, it's a surprise. It's not a good surprise. Oh, I was hoping for a severed head. Great. Thanks, guys. Glad you're really hoping for that.
Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones!
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing! A dead guy in a box! My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Oh, hold on! How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. Oh my gosh, we know! You have shown that clip 85 times. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
that most likely, my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father, so she cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. I had to reveal myself. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Oh, great! I'm so glad! The hidden room present is a truth bullet. Wonderful. Oof. Oh, I'm so, I mean close, I guess. Those like the bones of her mom or something? You were really close! That's a big crack in the skull. I know! I wonder how he got that. Technically, you were right, Josh. This is a decomposed version. No, you're also correct. So, who packaged up the headmaster's bones and packed them in the secret room for her? The mastermind knew she'd find this room eventually. It seems like the mastermind figured out what Kyoko was doing and decided to taunt her. Is this a thing? The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this? It's any handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Time to open some lockers. That's what I assume is what we're supposed to be doing with this, from what what I gather. Now, picture time. Come on. You said we can look around as much as we like. This picture. Look at him! So cute! Look at him! It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... I love that she has the exact same haircut. Hey, Kyoko!
Why would you...
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? And I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Oh, good. Glad that's a truth bullet, too. This place sucks for truth bullets. Oh, my gosh. Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more. But...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. And I'll see you later. Oh, poor baby. Oh my gosh, what did I miss? Baby Kyoko, she's so sad, I don't like it. Oh, I know, I hate seeing her in pain. Oh, preacher girl, 100% truth. Oh, yeah. And yeah, have a good stream, Frozen. Is she really okay? Kyoko, this has been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. I know, we just saw them. No need to bring him back up. To find out what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. I know, we already got this part. We were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... Oh my gosh, we have gotten this scene 6 times. I know! 15 of us met in the main hall. Add Mukuro to mix, you get 16, and only 6 of us are alive. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the one still left alive are... me? Byakuya. Yasuhiro. Do we really need this recap? This is very obvious information. Toko. Aoi. And Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. And there's no question. No, that can't be! I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. They just really, really want you to get... I mean, come on. Unless Mukuro isn't really Mukuro. Listen, we haven't met Mukuro, so there's not a reason we can't believe she's not who she says she is. Or, well, I guess she hasn't said anything. It was this one, right? I wonder if I can open this locker. I can't. Needed a card reader. Here we go. Let's just give it a try. No, it doesn't work. This is... Maybe only the locker's open. Wait, what? What about an emergency handbook I found? Now let's give it one more try. Really? I had to sit through that dialogue I already gotten once. Alright. Just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. Great. This thing's practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. Oh, not pocketbook like a bag, like a pocket book. Got it. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'm sure they're dead. But I'd probably take a look, or better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter. I don't know who this is, so. And isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster. And my father. Okay, it's Kyoko. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's when my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfless decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Okay, great. Well, this can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk with him. We just had this scene. We know. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Memory wipe. So those pics of everyone smiling, having fun, they had a full year of regular school before everything went to crap. The second floor dorms were theirs. That could be. We have no evidence of any what else in here do I need? Of any, oh, that locker. Of any technology that could wipe memories, but maybe it's just somewhere we haven't seen yet. I've been saying that for a while. Yeah, you've been championing that theory for a long time. Looks like the locker open. I'll see what they got inside. This locker is totally disorganized. This has to be Heroes. Whoever belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. For the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There's no deciding what I saw. Yasuhiro Hagakure! Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakure! Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Not just Kyoko, they all had memories go away. That is true that if the mastermind did wipe Kyoko's memories and it wasn't just some weird thing that happened to her, then they could have done that for all of them for an extended period of time. They were fed all the same lie when they got here too, so it tracks. Just wait till we find our locker, if we do. I don't know if there's another locker to open. Do I have to do anything else here? No. The more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro? It does! And a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Where else am I going? Oh, no, there is one more. Oh, never mind. Lies. Okay, it doesn't do anything. I think that's it. Yeah. What? Oh! Oh, that's it! Oh, no! Oh, no, guys. Oh, RPG! Hello, my friend!
It's a school announcement.
No, I do not have Danganronpa Decadence. I almost said yet. I don't have it yet. I asked for it as one of my Christmas gifts, but it was low on the list, so I don't know if anybody got it for me. But we'll see. Jake, we know it's 10:20, but Jake, no, we cannot start the class trial tonight. Yo, when I say this is long, like, we need to make sure we have extended periods of time. Like, well, I'll talk about that in a second. But RPG, it's so good to see you. Please go follow my friend RPG. He does, as a shock to no one, lots of RPGs and fun little indie games and stuff that I've never even heard of. But he's got great taste in games and very similar to what we like. So if you enjoy our content, you definitely will like RPG. RPG, how are you doing tonight, my friend? Oh, no. Hopefully you'll have it soon. I hope so. Did you get it? There's one little thing. I don't have any, like, place to put most of my nerd stuff. But there's one little thing of, like, the side characters. I don't know. Like, the secondary character, the deuteragonists of each game, like, holding up 1, 2, or 3, depending on the game. And I want, like, a poster or a picture or something of that so bad. It looks so good. Please excuse me, I need to go perish. Oh, my gosh. Well, guys, we're going to get to the class trial. Don't worry. I think this is it. And then we'll stop right before it starts.
Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well, then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASAP possible.
Oh, never mind. It's not the class trial. Lies. What, now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? I guess we're just teleporting there. Great. I am doing fabulous. Oh, I'm great. I just got home from work. Hope everyone's doing fabulously. RPG, first off, always better when you're here, bud. But yeah, no, we're having a great time tonight. It has been such, like, deep theory crafting for this game. Everybody is losing their minds, so it's lovely. Mostly Josh, but Infinite W is Josh. But we're all kind of on the same boat, I feel like. Trap? I mean, we don't know anything. Oh, hey, Hero! Makoto? Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go! Hero, wait! Ugh, there was no point in Mike trying to make him stop. He ran off like a frightened animal. He's been doing that the entire game. It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Or old recorded message from Kyoko's dad. It could be. Oh, he's throwing us under the bus, huh? Oh, is it just gonna be us? Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this so much. By he's throwing us under the bus, do you mean he is Monokuma or he is Hero?
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome! Welcome, hello! Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? Great, thanks, I guess. This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
I don't remember what this is, so I'm horrified. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Oh, yep. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba? Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Matching is a stretch. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. I mean, after all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in the picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in this picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture's real, that mean? Could it be? Everyone else, just me. Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out! But, I told you, I'm not fielding any questions!
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. I guess that means he's done talking. Dang it. Well, how do we feel about that one, gang? Not at all what I was expecting him to give us. Let me see what you were saying. Oh, not a lot of reactions though, I'm surprised. My baby Chihiro, but why is Junko's face in? It is true, it's because it's freaking Kiyotaka. He's like, hey boy, I gotta do my... actually, was he doing a salute or a peace sign? I'm not sure. Monokuma was the one taking the picture. Could have been. Oh yeah, we actually don't know who was taking that picture. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Oh, you mean Makoto was the one taking the picture. That also could be the truth. Wow, Monokuma, how did you make a key smash sound with your mouth? Oh, Nilla, hello, my friend. How are you doing? It is lovely to see you. We're probably wrapping up soon, I feel like, because we thought that was the Clash Trial, but it's not, so we'll see. Yes, please go follow my friend Nilla Bean's streams. They're doing some... Oh, how did your Minish Cap randomizer go tonight? How did the run go? They do Minish Cap randomizers, obviously, but they also do an unconventional classes playthrough of the Blue Lions route of Fire Emblem Three Houses. I forgot if that was what you were doing, and I got nervous. Which is what we do on Saturdays ordinarily, so I hope you're having a great night, my friend. Just a weird thing that, once again, Juko's the one not quite fitting the rest. I mean, she just seems to be out of place in a lot of things. I'm doing good. I don't know what that means, but it seems like she's out of place. I got new... That's fantastic! I'm so proud of you! Oh, good job, dude. Sorry, I don't know if you like dude. I just say that for everybody. Sometimes I just want to take Makoto and politely strangle. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? Listen, if Makoto is the one that is stupid here, is like, I just could have been taking the photo, then even Yasuhiro didn't put that together. They trying to hide her to show off the set. Nice try! But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. I'm assuming they're in the dining hall or something, or they're right outside. Alright, oh, no, that's not what I wanted, sorry. This music is awesome, by the way. They get, like, into some real heavy, like, electric and, like, a little bit of metal. It's so good. I would say look up metal versions of these music online, but do not do that because there are spoilers in them. I know that sounds strange, but there really are. I will post them in our Discord for you later. Oh, that's Makoto. So this is where I've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, you gotta go. And Aoi. What? Oh, she ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. You know, why? Why won't you talk to me? Well, I don't know where else everybody else. I don't know where everybody else is. Do I really have to track them down one by one? This is dumb. I don't even know where any of you are. Can you all just be conveniently together? Okay, I don't know what that is. The archive. Oh, it's freaking Byakuya. Yeah, they all think we're the mastermind. Yeah. Which, like, here's the thing. If Monokuma was trying to frame Makoto, or, I mean, if Makoto was the mastermind and the mastermind was Monokuma, why would Monokuma give them a photo of without Makoto and lead them to that exact conclusion? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we can talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't, he just walked away. What the? How is he acting like that? He was purposely trying to avoid me. Have you not put this together yet, you moron? They obviously do it. Or just some sort of traitor in general. Ugh. Monokuma is a moron. It doesn't make any sense. If anybody thought this through for 2 minutes, it wouldn't make any sense. Because then the Monokuma and the Mastermind would have to be separate entities. Which could be the case, but it's certainly not what any of the other evidence points to. Hero, I knew it. You're always in here. Hey, Hero. Makoto! What is going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what is wrong? Still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It's like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? I know, Makoto. Moron. I think there was something in the bio lab for some reason. Maybe Kyoko's in there. Oh, Toko, probably. Probably like, look at all the dead bodies. Maybe it's Jill and she won't care. That would be great. That would be the best twist if Jill's like, nah, man, if you killed everybody, I'm happy about it. I decided to visit the bio lab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there... Oh, yeah, that wasn't smart of her. People keep trying to frame Makoto. Honestly, at this point, I'd start to be like, okay, who wants us to blame him this time? Seriously, like, this is like the, what, the third time we've been framed? Come on, people. Huh? Toko? Oh, gosh. Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? Hey, there's our girl. Ugh. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
But I was asleep. I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up. Oh, God. Okay, so, why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Mr. Morose? Miss Morose, excuse me. Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo, bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. Not really. No, it's more like, yeah. Why is that important right now? But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat! I don't know. I'm sure Byaku's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so.
Oh,
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. She's a mess. I can't tell if she wants to sleep with him, be him, kill him, all of them in some weird progression. She's back, yes! Jill, our queen! Oh my gosh, Toko did what Makoto refused to do and open her fridge. I know, because she's not a moron. And she's scared of bodies. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Oh, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. True. Why did Toko faint? There's got to be some reason for it. What do you think, you moron? The fridge! It's open! But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out. Yeah, I'm sure.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
About this room? Oh yeah, it's
It would seem...
a morgue. We know. Yeah.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and... well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway...
We should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body's inside the
I
fridge?
see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The Mastermind did it? The Mastermind did it because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial all over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Beeblebot! Hi, Jamie! How are you doing, my friend? We are in the midst of a really intense mystery. This is the very last chapter of this game. So we have been challenging the mastermind of the killing game to one last trial and trying to prove, solve all of the mysteries of this school. So we've been having some crazy plot twists thrown at us tonight. We've been rolling with them pretty dang well, but it's been a lot. So how are you doing, my friend? How are you keeping well? I hope that you are keeping well. How are you doing? Yeah. Now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh yes, please go follow my friend Beeblebot. It turns out The People was my #1 most watched channel this year on Twitch. So, if that doesn't give you any shining endorsement of mine why you should go follow him, you most certainly should. He is very chill, has a delightful community that is super funny. Very similar to ours, and that's like, very like sweet, but also like kind of mischievous at times. But he plays all sorts of games. He was playing Garfield Kart last night, which I thought was going to be like some weird obscure PS1 game from the 1990s. Nope, it's like a new game with like shiny graphics. Was not expecting that. Yeah, this next twist is a big one that nobody saw coming. I'm doing okay, how are you? I'm doing okay. Today was a rough day for me mentally, but for no reason. Like, it was just like, what if we had all of the emotions? And I was like, I don't want them. Can you please return them? And they said, no. And I was like, all right, guess we're just going with it today. But the actual events of today have been perfectly fine, so
Makoto.
dealing with it. This is helping a lot, so. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then,
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Why don't you be completely unhelpful? Just wait over there, that's it? Is there a spot I'm supposed to click or what? I already looked at, more importantly, the tarps? Yeah, it is the tarps. Weird. Oh, it's the same one as I found in the garden tool shed. I remember that tarp. It had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. We know this! Why? We know! Oh my gosh. This trial is what I was so mad at Makoto. I remember my first time. I was like, you are saying the most obvious information. We know! Wait over there so we can drag this out, just twist out for longer. No freaking kidding. Ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Yeah, hiding in the back. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Why not?
because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. Wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done. Well, you needed to know why everyone was avoiding you. Standing here looking at her. I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. What am I? Okay. Will the body use Junko? They used her body that was still fresh in the fridge and just got it as Mukuro? That's my guess. That's what Josh is guessing. That's what you said, right, Joshy? I think that's what you were guessing. Do I have to talk to her again? I just spoke about the group photo. I already did. Okay. What? Great. What am I supposed to do now? Now do I look through the instruction manual? The tarps again? Yeah. What else is there to do in this room? Is there a fridge or something I'm supposed to... What the heck am I supposed to do here? On the left side, I know, it's for all the... Oh, there we go. Sorry. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Wow, that's so weird. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukoto's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights. Somebody caught that before. Thank God you're done. Do you think they all saw the same picture, or did Monokuma have something slightly different? That's a great picture, Kim. I was wondering that. I don't remember the answer. Welcome to my brain. Yes, please enjoy the stay. There's lots of yelling. Okay, Makoto. I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast. Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victims' identities are known. They were dead for the blast. They'd been stabbed with a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. So neither the knife or the metal pipe were what killed her. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say that they're old?
Because
All the Monokuma file says that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I Guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However,
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Yasuhiro should have those powers, but he's useless. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time, obviously. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot, 7 inches, 97 pounds, vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
Indeed.
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going, it's kind of chilly in here. Wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of, sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Oh, the pocketbook. Yeah, I forgot about this. If I don't do it now... Oh my gosh, just keep the conversation going. Oh gosh. Oh fam, I think we might share a brain. Mine also has lots of yelling. Oh weird, almost like those old wounds were there for at least a few days were the cause of death. Weird, weird, weird. The multiple spears in her abdomen? Yep. Jake, in spite of my faux anger, I am super pleased with myself. Oh, you should be. Please listen to my excited voice messages at some point. No, because it exploded. That would have lost it some weight. Well, that could mean something. Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then, how's with it? Have you really not seen your dad even once since he got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of those lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any boss. You moron, you didn't even try your own handbook? After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? None of that is true, Kyoko. You were in the dorms well ahead of us. Everything you said just makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster. About your father.
what? If that's
Could
true,
that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
I think everything is finally Is it her, like, the original motive video? Everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now, excuse me. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
so...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. Agreed. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. I think it is! The original motive video, right? A DVD. Oh no, urgent interviews, maybe not. I found it in a hidden room after you left.
Anyway.
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Alright, let's go to the audio-visual room. Oh, well now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Oh my gosh, Kyoko, we've listened to you ramble so much tonight.
In other words.
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything. Even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However.
But there's only one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know he had suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncovered is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then.
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I gotta go to the AV room. Can't afford to lose. No, I don't want to look at these stupid bodies anymore. Okay. This probably is the last thing. I mean, maybe. I don't know, though, because sometimes I forget a lot of easy stuff. Wait, what? Oh, I'm just gonna go here. It's fine. I'll just turn right around. I think it's in this part. We haven't been to the AV room in a while. Alright, hold on. Oh my gosh, my drink just almost spilled all over my computer. That would have been really bad. Well, we'll never know what's in the AV room. Speaking of which, I'm going to save my game just real quick. Haven't done that in a hot minute. Great, thank you. This feels very full circle to me. I don't know, just put in one of these things. This should be able to play DVDs. Well, then I better take a look. I'm skipping through some of the extraneous dialogue because it's Makoto and he just says very obvious things. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was. And it was also her video we saw when we first started this game.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Oh, okay. Wow, they didn't voice her. You want me to accept... Wait, what was Sayaka's voice? You want me to accept that? Sayaka was honestly at a loss. It was not that. Makoto! That's what it is. You want me to accept that? Ugh, it sounds awful. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school? Accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She wanted that so bad that she tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Yeah, there we go. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin...
Similar conversation. I had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down and talk to him like this.
Shall Makoto, can you
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
Sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're as the headmaster...
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Are we gonna see literally every student or just the living ones? Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in the school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope Peak Academy. Her father. When he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. The heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service! What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then when, doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime! That's what failure is, right? No, that doesn't make sense. Failure might, but you cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. You'd ask them the question and they all say yes. Couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of disconnect. I've forgotten everything. Isn't it weird? A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Alright. Here we go. There's the ding dong bing bong. And actually perfectly in time for when we normally end. Look at that.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn.
Alright, calm down.
Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to...
Oh my gosh, just tell us that it's time for the Toss trial.
Every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning.
What the crap are you talking about?
Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
Great. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Did the air filter disperse a memory gas to the whole school? Listen, it's not outside the realms of possibility. We don't know what that thing has been doing yet. My theory, joking, is that there's something in the water. There must be something in the water. Carrie Underwood called it. Guess I'm the first one this time. You're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However...
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said, why did that matter? Byakuya! Byakuya? We know, they all hate you. Hina? Hero, silence. And it wasn't my normal silence. It was definitely silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial. Except for Jill.
You called for me and so I appeared.
I'm a late.
I'm on
Strong silent master. So wonderful. So cool. So hot. I'm not going to read that last part of that line. Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me. With my scissors-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and chip the master of evil. I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Oh no! Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now! Oh my gosh, Kyoko! She did not want Toko here for this. Oh my gosh. Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy ghost faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Chills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair. Climb maximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time, it'll be fair. What do you mean, this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And weird voice line. I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure, let the trial begin. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. Same, Kyoko, same. Ew, Toko, go away. Kyoko spoke for all of us. Kyoko is the voice of the people. Whatever.
In the name of my
This will be
family.
over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence. An unearned confidence, by the way. Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Guys, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator. I can't believe we're gonna have to defend ourselves again.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however.
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. Wow, she doesn't even want to know now? Jeez. You're right. I'm ready.
So,
Ready to win, right? Of course. Glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Well, it won't be any emptier than the last time we were on, at least. Step after step toward that gaping maw, I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. I'm waiting for Kyoko to point out the hole. If Monokuma gave the hint, it would never be the real answer. I really hope she does. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. 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 Deeper still. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. So is this one below all the other ones, maybe? I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later. I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. Okay, calm down, Makoto. Oh, I know, I feel that too. I slowly opened my eyes. Hill, we'll get to that in just a second, don't you worry. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Chills,
Well then, let's begin! Oh my gosh. Yes, we want to save our data, please. Well, y'all, that is where we have to call it for tonight, right before the final class trial of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. I cannot wait. So, here is my plan. I didn't know if we were going to get to this tonight, because I couldn't remember how long the pre-trial stuff was for this. Here's my thing. We need, like, a lot of time. Because, like, even if we get through the class trials, which are normally, like, 2-ish hours, and the last one I'm going to aim for, I'm going to make sure I get this date right, or else that will be really bad. Next Tuesday is December 28th. My goal is that I could still do this. I don't know if I'll be streaming the rest of that week. I probably will, but that would be great if we do this at 8 p.m. next Tuesday at 8. I will put a poll on my Discord, and if y'all could vote in that, I would be really, really appreciative, which I'm going to actually put a link to the Discord in here real quick in case you're not in it. But I'll put that in the announcements channel just so we are all, as many of us are possible, here for the finale. I'll put up, like, the next Tuesday or something after that, or even, like, Thursday or something next week. I'm perfectly fine with if we need to change it to a different day. Whatever, who cares? So, to do some odd things. Listen, I didn't want to put anything more on you. You've done plenty tonight. You're fine. But yes, so that should be the plan. So, guys, I'm so excited. I cannot wait for this to all come together for you. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so hyped. And like I said, we will be going into Danganronpa 2 either the week or 2 weeks, probably 2 weeks after that. So, cannot wait. Let me see. Is there anyone on that we can raid tonight? I mean, there are. Ooh, we haven't actually. Alex was here earlier. Oh, thank you, Poos, for already putting the raid stuff in. We're gonna go support Alex. He's doing Dead by Daylight, which is not normally my cup of tea, but we have not been able to raid Alex in a while, and honestly, pretty much no one else is on. It's a small week. It's Christmas week, so I'm sure a lot of people are busy. So, we're gonna raid my friend, that one guy Alex, who was here in the stream earlier. If you can stick around, just to even if Dead by Daylight's not your thing, stick around for a few seconds just to post the raid message. If you are not subbed to my channel, you can copy that message with the cats with sunglasses. If you are subbed to my channel, copy that message from Poops with the Jack Skellington emotes. We will be back. We will not have any streams the rest of this week. Remember, it is Christmas on Saturday and Christmas Eve, which is when my church holds service. We don't do the other days. On Thursday night. So we do not have any more streams. So the next stream that we have should be the Danganronpa conclusion finale stream. I'm so excited. Y'all better bring food, bring fans, bring friends, bring everything that you can. Hype up the stream as much as possible, please. I cannot wait. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Oh, Firefox, Gabby, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Is there anybody else I missed? By the way, I was missing a lot of stuff. No, okay, cool. But guys, I love you all so much. Please, until we get to Adventured again, go be heroic in your own communities. Have a wonderful, safe, and merry holiday if you do celebrate Christmas. And I hope you get plenty of rest and presents and refreshments and beautiful time with your family. Great food, eat everything in sight. But for now, let's raid.